Well, hello and welcome back to Alma, Missouri. Oh dear. Well, I keep on thinking Mississippi and trying to say Missouri. In any event, let's get cracking. We still got a lot of work to do on those two fields. We're still in August. We've got to go and sort out the alfalfa field first. I don't know where I'm wandering off to because I need to go and pick up a decent tractor and which tractor we're going to use. Yep, I think we'll use the big John Deere. No, actually I think we're going to use the older John Deere, and we'll go and pick up the windrower, at least the tedding machine, because we need to ted that alfalfa field. I found out that you generally make alfalfa hay, so we just need to ted that first and then windrow it and bale it, and we can decide what we're going to do with it after. Considering we want to get cars, see how much we get. Maybe sell some. Go left. Go right, should I say. I was going left. I wanted to go right. Off we go. Right. Let's just do a headland on this quickly. Oh, actually, we'll get a worker on that so long, because we'll go and start baling up the straw as well. So just turn that alfalfa, should I say. We should get some nice hay out of that. Should get a fair amount of hay as well. Yep, that's looking good. Now we'll go and get the we'll get the other John Deere out and we'll put the baler onto that. I think first of all let's get something to give these machines a bit of a clean. I think we'll do it down the side here. Pretty much where we fix the machines as well. We'll just give this cutting equipment a bit of a clean and then put it away. We need to put away the auger, the conveyor belt thingy, whatever it's actually called, away. Okay, so we've given the mower a bit of a clean and put it away, picked up the baler, and we're going to go and get started on picking up the straw from the field that we harvested in the last episode. Right. Let's just check to see what size bales we got on here. Change it to 150, I think. And yeah, we should be ready. I hope it's not going to try and wrap it, but it shouldn't. Wouldn't wrap straw. Well, we'll get that done, and once it's done we'll get back to you. We might pop in a couple of times during the course of the baling. Right, just checking on the tedding. Seems to be a little bit of a patch that was missed there. We'll check that out at a later stage. I don't think it's just missing, it's just the way the texture is, I think. Right, you're back with me after that little montage, and we'll get back and go and see how some of the baling has been done, and then we'll catch up with the grass or the alfalfa work in a little while. Okay, we're back with the tedding, and just sent the worker off to go and do his own thing. We'll just finish off here ourselves quickly. Pretty much all done. We'll just go and check the corners again, just to make sure that nothing was missed on the headlands. And then we'll go and get the windrow started. And then we'll start the baling, and then I'll finish the baling off camera. I'm going to just, I don't know whether it'll actually take that, because that's actually grass, but we'll see. I'm guessing it won't take it, but I'm going to cut the grass in any event to get a bit of grass going as well, so we can get some cattle. Also, once I've got this done, and I've got the windrow operating, I've been thinking a bit about the pizza production. Now, I don't know exactly what is required for pizza. I think we're going to need flour, and I think there's fine flour as well as normal flour. So I think we'll need to buy the flour mill first, get that production going, and then I'm going to presume we're going to need tomato sauce, because that is a new production as well. So we're going to need tomatoes and the tomato sauce factory before we consider buying the pizza factory. So I think the first thing that we're going to do is, because we've got rye already, we must probably use rye flour, and I think that there's fine flour which can be produced in the mill at the moment. But we'll head on down to town, see if we can buy the mill to start with, see if we've got enough money for that. Also going to have a chat with the bank manager, see how much we can get. I think we're going to go full in on our loans to start with, and try and get things going as quickly as possible. So first of all, I'm just going to go and give this a bit of a wash, and put it away, and get the windrow on. We'll get a worker started on that while we go, and we'll take a drive into town and go and see what we can sort out there. Right, so we'll just see where he starts. That's about right. Leaving himself quite a bit of space there for that headland. We did say 2, didn't we? So yeah, that's right. Okay, let's go and get into the little John Deere. I'll nip into town and go and have a look in. See what we can buy. Just gonna pop into home for a quick squiz. Be back in a second. Nature calls, as they say. Right. We'll get down into town. yeah, I'm just on the way. It's just worth having a look at. I'm going to. I mean, it's just all these undulations and the trees, and it's just fantastic. It makes this map feel really, really big, in that you can't really see the town area. It makes it feel like you really out in the countryside. Makes it feel so vast. I think that's one of the beauties of this map, is this feeling of vastness, this feeling of open space, of having to travel to get to places. Fantastic. And I think that's what an American map should feel like. Right there, you know, we just sort of didn't quite come around the corner, but we can just start to see the buildings, and you know you're starting to get into town. You can see the other little farm, and you're just pretty much there. You know, it's, you feel like you've driven for a while. You feel like you've come in from the countryside. I didn't notice that. I'm just going to stop off and have a quick look at this. Look at this. Old hay or silage on this farm. I wonder if it's usable when you buy the farm. But it's kind of something you would see. I don't know about. What a fantastic little. What a fantastic little addition. To this other farm. It's just all these. Could be straw bales. Does it say? Doesn't really say what they are. It might do if you buy the field. This farm, of course, when you buy it with 50 cattle already on it. So that is just such a nice touch. Going to have to buy this farm somewhere along the line just to find out. I think that should be another little a little goal of this series, and that is to be able to buy some of the other farms, just so that we can see. Well, certainly this one, definitely this one, just so that we can see whether those bales can be used or whether they're just decoration. But even if they are just decoration, fantastic touch. Love that, love it. In any case, that's not what we came down here for. We came down here to look and see if we can find the flour mill. Not actually sure where it is. Oh, I'm sure I would have had right of way there. In the event. Right, so I'm thinking the mill should be maybe down there. We'll just reverse down. Anybody behind me? Nope. Okay, so I've just put the interactive markers back on so that we can have a look around and see. So this must be the mill here. Do we have enough money to buy it? I'm thinking it was probably not. 96,000. Right, I think it's off to the bank first. Let's see how much money we can get, how much it's going to cost us. A month. It looks like all the productions are behind here. We'll leave the interactive markers on while we're in town for a little while, just until we familiarize our. Here's the bakery. Is there a bank anywhere here? Don't see anything that's a bank. What do we got here? Right, let's go and see what the bank manager has to say. Right, so if we're looking for a loan, so we can take a loan of 1.6 million. That's big. What do you think? How much do you think we should do? Should we go for let's say we want to buy the mill. That's 96. Let's say we have to buy a. Well, let's sit down and have a look at it. Let's sit down here and get the old PDA out. Well, not PDA, the old mobile phone out, or cell phone, as they would call it in America. And let's have a look and see what we need to build. See if we were building them productions. Factories. Right. Okay, so it doesn't look like we. Let's just have a look at greenhouses. So we know that the mill is 90. Call it 100,000. The greenhouses. We don't want to use the modular one because I haven't really used it. So this is the so we're looking at 5,000 for the medium, and we're looking at 10,000 for the large. So that's 110,000. Let's take a walk and go and see how much the pizzeria costs. It's the bakery. I think the pizza making factory is out down here somewhere. Pizzeria. Needle and stitch. There's the pizzeria. Oh, look at that, people walking inside. Can we go in? No. 40,000. So we're looking at 150,000. Right, so let's take a loan of 200,000. go in, we'll see the bank manager. Yeah, so line of credit is 1.6, but we don't really need to take all of that. So let's put in 200, paid back over 1 year, 17,000. That's a bit much to start with. We can renegotiate our loans at a later stage. That's a bit more manageable. Take it over 5 years, 200,000. Take the loan. And yeah, let's go and do some buying of stuff. So let's first of all go and buy the mill, the flour mill. Hopefully we can buy the pizzeria as well, so that we know exactly what we have to make. Oops, oh sorry, I was just about to try and pull in there. I thought I could pull in a little bit earlier, but I couldn't. Let's go and buy this. $40,000. Right, so have a chat with the chef and ask him to tell us what we need to produce. Right, so he said we need flour, ketchup, and we need cheese. Right, so we're going to have to buy the dairy as well. Oh dear, and we're going to have to get, I think we've taken too small a loan. In any case, let's have a look and see first of all. Yeah, alright. So cheese is what is going to be the problem. That's what I didn't take into account. Right, so I've come back and just taken over from the work on the windrowing. Just need to re-evaluate what we've just done. So we've taken that loan out, 200,000, bought the pizzeria, and slight misjudgment there really, because I didn't consider that we would need cheese. So we really do have to get the milk production going first. So in accordance with that, I think I'm going to just finish this off, and then I'm going to get the mower out again. I'm going to go and mow the all the available grass that we just have on the farm. See how much grass we can get from that. Get some cattle in, start getting them fed and producing milk, and then once we've got the milk we can plant this this field that we're busy taking the straw off at the moment. We can plant that with wheat or barley, so that we can then buy the flour mill to make the flour that we'll need for the pizza. And we also need to put a greenhouse in to produce the tomatoes, so that we can get tomatoes. We then have to buy the ketchup factory as well, so we might be going cap in hand to the bank. We do have a big credit line with the bank, so it's not a major problem to get that going as well. So we will have to get the ketchup factory going so we can produce some ketchup, and then we can start producing pizzas. I am glad that I did buy the pizza, because now I know the pizzeria. Now I know exactly what is required. And yeah, so we'll get that sorted out. Do a couple of headlands on this, and I'll do all the bailing off camera. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is, I've got a couple of round bales, but it's very slow. I'm going to go and lease a Heston baler to do some square bales for producing the hay and the grass and the remaining straw for our cattle feed production. So I'll get back to you once we've completed this headland. Right, we're just about finished windrowing this. This little, oh, it's not a little field. This field. Yeah, I've made the decision we're going to get ourselves a Heston baler as well. Don't know whether we've got enough power on our tractors though. Get a square baler in any event. Just easier to handle when it comes to mixing the feed. Come to think of it, I don't think we can have enough power for a Heston baler. It's a slightly odd shaped field, so we're always left with a bit of creative work that needs to be done at the end. Just about finished. Just go and check at the top. I think there might be a little bit at the top. Actually, I'm going to do another row up here just to clear up the edge. Let's make that a bit tidier, a bit easier. Got to try and collect as much as we can. There will be some left on the field up, I would think, just because of, well, just because there normally is, and you have to make the decision whether it's worth rushing around to go and try and collect all the bits and pieces. What I normally do is have a look and see whether I've got enough in stragglers, as I call them, to make up a full bale, or as close to a full bale as possible when it comes to the end of the job, so that we leave as little as possible in the actual baler. I'm just going to do another down the side as well, just to tidy that up. We'll still keep the other baler. We'll see if we can get a cheapish square baler. I have one in mind. I have used it before and I do like it. I do find it to be quite efficient for its price. And we'll go and have a look and see if we can get one of those bought and delivered to us. In the meantime, let's go and get this washed. Just looking at the balers, Heston baler costs 125,000. Then I can get square baler, the 690 John Deere, 12,000. Requires less horsepower. Yeah, I'm going to get that. And we'll buy it for that price. We do have farm deliveries on, so it costs us a little bit of money to get it delivered, but not a major problem. Do we have it? Yeah, this does have enough horsepower, doesn't it? $190, plenty of horsepower to run that. Actually looks very good behind this tractor. They look the same sort of vintage, I would think. Right, let's go and get that. Let's get that alfalfa baled up. Right, we'll get started on baling up this alfalfa now. There we go. For me, this baler is one of the best value for money implements in this game of ours. Oh, I think it's grass. Is it going to pick it up? Yeah. It's just all classed as hay, I suppose. We'll get this done. So we will keep that other baler for any silage that we need to get done. So once we've got all this grass in between these fields here, around the fields, get that all cut up as well and made into silage. We'll have plenty of hay, we'll have plenty of straw. Silage is probably going to be the problem. We'll get a silage clamp built, I think, as well. And then we'll be able to feed some cows, and then we'll be able to get milk, and hopefully by then we'll also be producing some of our own grain, be able to make flour. So the pizzeria, or the pizza factory, is going to have to just be operating on its own for the moment. We won't be making any money out of it for a while, but at least we know what we have to do. So we now have a bit of a plan. Of course, until we get that going, we can't we don't have much in the way of income, so I'm thinking we need to get the greenhouses up and going quite quickly, so hopefully it'll cover our bank loan interest. That's my biggest concern at the moment. Our bank loan repayments. Right, we'll keep on going with this, and we'll get back to you once we've just about finished the baling on this field.